All right, here we go. I'm like just minutes, if not a minute away. It says I think it says 2 minutes down here at the bottom from getting this stream up in time to watch this thing. Let me share the link a few places. Hopefully, I have everything set up right. I haven't streamed in a while, so all my streaming stuff wasn't set up right. That's why I have my not my best camera. Usually, I have a camera and I do a green screen and stuff, but I just have my not as good webcam for this right now. So do forgive that. I'll get back to the good webcam next time I stream something. My good webcam just, I don't know, it wasn't like working or something. Maybe I have to update OBS or something right now, but I didn't have time for that as we are 60 seconds away from this thing dropping. So I was just trying to get the stream up. Hey, what's up? People jumping in chat. What's up? Gonna watch this Beetlejuice trailer. Hopefully I have the sound and stuff okay too. Like I said, I kind of made this real last minute here. J-Dog, what's up? I'm excited to see what Beetlejuice's gameplay is like in this. I mean, obviously he has this cool sword. Like all these spikes coming out of a move. But I want to see what else he has. And I'm curious if he's going to have like a cool CGI trailer or what. Obviously this is a gameplay trailer. So it's mostly going to be gameplay. But I think even the other gameplay trailers sometimes had a little bit of, I don't know if I'd say CGI trailer, but they had a little bit of a cinematic quality to them. How have I been? Been a while since I streamed. Yeah, I've been good. Kind of busy and stuff. Yeah, I haven't been super paying attention to MultiVersus. I'll say that, to be honest. I beat the first season battle pass, got the Uber Jason skin, played a ton of it, and then season 2 I haven't been playing MultiVersus as much. Objectively, things have gotten better. Like I do think the game has gotten better over time. I just for whatever reason have not been playing it nearly as much. How have I been? I've been good. Good. Everybody's asking how I've been. Yeah, I know I've been a little absent from making content here for a little while, but I do want to make some stuff. Attention, Kmart shoppers. Someone in my Discord suggested Beetlejuice's loss animation should be his head shrinking, which I was like, that's a good idea. I like that. Maybe we have longer than I thought. If this is a 5-minute count, it said 5 minutes till the stream, but if the stream has a 5-minute countdown in it, all right. So I wasn't as late as I thought I was for this one. Good. We can chat for a little bit while we get ready for this gameplay trailer thing. And I think word on the street is from like data mine stuff that Beetlejuice is supposedly coming out on the 20th, which would be like a week away. Samurai Jack is in MultiVersus. Yeah, so I have played some Season 2. I got Samurai Jack. I have all the characters because I bought the Founders Pack back in the day, which I still have a bunch of tickets to buy more characters, and I got a bunch of fighter currency, so like, it's going to be a while before I have to buy a character or spend more money on the game. But yeah, I got Samurai Jack, plays them for a little bit, but I really haven't dug into Season 2, like, at all. Season 1 was just, I think I just grinded so much in Season 1 I got a little burnt out. I will definitely jump back in at some point, but Season 2, I haven't jumped into it yet. Beetlejuice is released on the 20th. It's in the trailer description. Okay, that's where it is. Yeah, I was going to say, some people in my Discord, I think, were saying the 20th. I thought it was a data mine thing, but no, you're right. Now that I think back to it, they did say it was in the description. I wasn't sure if it was one of those looking at the tags thing or something, though. But cool. All right, so we know he's in the 20th, which is cool. And we'll probably I'm assuming that's the mid-season patch, too, which is cool. I know I haven't made MultiVersus speculation videos in a while. From data mines and stuff, but maybe I'll do that soon if I get a chance. I've just been busy and stuff. Yeah, so. And I've been like, I put out that video about how I don't want to talk about like leaked stuff that I've heard anymore, which I kind of was already doing for MultiVersus. Like even when like Jason and stuff, I was just confirming stuff after the fact. I wasn't really talking about what I heard anymore. So that's just going to continue. I'm just not going to talk about stuff I heard. I just don't like being the spoiler leak guy. I'd rather be the speculation guy. You know, that was the point. Yeah, regular show characters would be really cool. Mordecai supposedly. Like I said, I don't want to talk about leaked stuff that I heard, but that's something I already talked about a while ago, so that's in the past. That's grandfathered in. Yeah, Mordecai, supposedly a character they were working on. When we'll get him, I don't know. Feels like, just going off the characters I think we'll get fairly soon. That might be like a next year character, but it could be like early next year. You know, I do think it's a character we'll see probably within a year. As a regular show character like Mordecai. No leaks. How your plumbers do not. Yeah, I know. I don't have to call me plumbers anymore. No more leaks. Powerpuff Girls is going to be a 3-in-1. Do I agree that the same concept totally for Spies from Totally Spies? Oh, that would be cool. I feel more like with the Totally Spies characters. Like, I feel like maybe a swap-in would work better for them. I feel like, just because, like, Powerpuff Girls are tiny, so I could see all three of them fighting, you know, together, kind of like, Ice Climbers or something. With Totally Spies, I feel more like it's a Pokemon trainer thing. Like, you have Clover, and then you switch to Sam, or something like that. Just because they're like, they'd be bigger characters, and I feel like it'd be hard to fight as 4 full-grown humanoid characters like that. Yeah, Johnny Bravo would be great. Johnny Bravo was in like the original MultiVersus leak thing for Reddit for the game, and while that list of characters seems very questionable, it seems like it was probably just characters they were considering putting in at best, if not just what that person just guessed at who would be in the game. Johnny Bravo would be awesome. So, Daffy Duck, Courage, and the Powerpuff Girls would be awesome. Yeah, I agree with all those. Daffy Duck and Powerpuff Girls almost certainly coming at some point. Courage. Is there I think a stage got data mined. I think Courage got a stage data mined. I haven't talked about that yet in the video, but there's data mined with, I think, a middle of nowhere stage. So I don't know if it's going to be like a Dexter's thing where it's just a stage and you just have to wait on the character. But hopefully stages are good news. Like, hopefully Dexter does happen eventually. Hopefully Courage happens eventually. Master Shake would be great. Surprised Beetlejuice is already dropping soon. Hasn't even been a month since Jack yet. Yeah, I mean, they're honestly dropping characters pretty darn fast. I don't know if people are appreciating that enough, how quickly we've been getting characters. I don't know if that'll continue forever, indefinitely. I'm thinking maybe at least to the end of the year we'll probably get like a character a month ish pace. That's just my guess. But that's pretty good. Like that's, I just don't want them to burn out again like they did the original beta. Right, here we go.
You say my name?
No.
Was it you?
This won't end well, I'm afraid.
Who said my name? Who said it?
Can I tell you
Voice sounds pretty good.
Really?
Nice. Sandworm. He's an assassin. I thought he'd be a mage. Oh, I like the sandbird coming out of the door.
Keep it together in front of Wonder Woman.
Okay. He's hitting on ladies. Like he should.
Daddy's gonna buy a new suit.
All the character suits.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Come on down for a wheel of pain.
Nice, alright.
Let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose. No. Where's
coffin.
your signs now? There's only room for one.
Oh, does he have like a beetle?
Here.
I saw all the snakes coming out of his face.
Come on, one little snacky after midnight.
And of course, they have to promote the movie there. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, that was pretty good. His voice sounds good. I mean, I heard his voice from data mines, but there in the trailer it sounded good. Let me pull back. We'll rewatch it. Let's see, where does it start?
You say my name?
No.
Was it you?
This won't end well, I'm afraid.
Who said my name? Who said it?
Can I tell you a secret?
Really?
So Banana Guard summoned him. Nice.
It's showtime. together in front of Wonder Woman. She seemed like my kind of good girl.
All right, he's got the hammers and the long arms. Didn't see that last
Daddy's
time.
gonna buy a new suit. A boogity, boogity, boogity. Come on down for a wheel of pain. Let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose.
Like how his face snake thing, he turns away from the camera, so I wonder if that's always gonna be like that.
There's only room for one 80s classic here. Come on, one little snacky after midnight.
Cool. I dig it. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, I'm glad they still do like a cinematic. It's not like, you know, full on CGI craziness, but they've been really good with the production value for, you know, just putting out trailers for the characters. I was a little afraid they weren't going to do that, but yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I like his skin that he has there. Definitely. I'll watch it one more time. See what else I can find. See if I notice anything different.
You say my name?
No.
Was it you?
This won't end well, I'm afraid.
Who said my name? Who said it?
Can I tell you a secret?
Really?
I really thought he'd be a mage character, but I guess he's an assassin character. I mean, it's all about play style, not necessarily how you assume the character would be. It's kind of arbitrary. Like the eyeballs attack, he kicks something there. I think he has like a beetle, I think, following him around.
Daddy's gonna buy a new suit. A boogity, boogity, boogity. Come on down for a wheel of pain. Let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose.
His running animation is kind of cool too. He definitely seems wacky and moves around like you expect Beetlejuice to.
Come on, one little snacky after midnight.
His name is shown 3 times in the trailer. Nice. Oh, is Mojo Jojo a new boss? Was that what that was? For his rift. I'm just pulling it back. All right, now I'm just gonna I'm gonna pause on stuff here. I'll just start it
Can I
here.
tell you a secret?
Really?
Showtime.
All right, so that's the spike attack. We saw that in the thumbnail for the video. This upwards attack. Oh no, I jumped forward or something. What did I do? Okay. I love the sandworm coming out of the door. That's a really cool attack. I like that. That was just like a punch. It's like some kind of grenade there, and he has like a beetle that like flies with or something. Got the arm hammers, obviously.
Daddy's gonna buy a new suit. A boogity, boogity, boogity. Come on down for a wheel of pain. Let's turn on the juice.
I think it captures personality pretty well. I hope he gets skins from the cartoon show, because I feel like there's a lot to pull from that. Yeah, he's got like a beetle that flies around with him. That's pretty cool. I wonder what that mechanic will be.
Come on, one little snacky after midnight.
His run animation's hilarious. And of course, we got the new movie coming out, so good timing to release Beetlejuice. I actually wonder if I remember in beta, Beetlejuice was one of the characters that was like, oh, maybe it'll come out for Halloween. Like that was like really, everybody was assuming that, and the data mine seemed to suggest he was pretty far along and stuff. I wonder if Warner Brothers, I kind of thought that they were just like Warner Brothers wanted them to do Black Adam, so that's why Black Adam came out. But I wonder if Warner Brothers was like, do not release Beetlejuice, save him because the movie's coming out. Like I wonder when the movie went into production and when Warner Brothers had like a release date in mind for it, and if they told Player First Games like, hey, hold off on this character, like save him or something. Just speculating. I have no idea, but it kind of makes sense. Yeah, new Mojo Jojo stuff. So he's probably a boss in the Rift for whenever Beetlejuice comes out. And I'm sure we'll get more stuff at the mid-season patch, which is probably when he comes out on the 20th. So Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Only a week away too, so didn't see all of his moveset, but that's similar to Agent Smith. Sure we'll see more. Yeah, I'm guessing Mojo Jojo was probably the boss for the next rift. I'm just assuming because it looked like that. 11 is probably coming for Stranger Things season 5. I mean, I have no idea about that 11 thing. It was weird in the code for the game. I think I was told it was because they pitched it to Netflix, but I think why didn't that? But like, didn't make sense. That's what I heard, and like everything I heard is like pretty much true. But there was like a reason why that didn't make any sense. I don't remember what that reason was. Something about like the timing or something like that. Because some of the characters mention 11. I think Raven has lines mentioning 11 crushing a soda can, which wouldn't make sense if they were pitching it to Netflix, unless they did pitch it to Netflix, and then Netflix didn't take it as a full game. Warner Brothers did, but they still maybe were in contact with Netflix and were like, "Hey, can we still get 11?" They're like, "Sure." I don't know. I'm just guessing. But yeah, maybe we could get 11 for Stranger Things season 5, which is a while away. I don't think they've finished filming it. I think finished filming it is like early next year or something. Like I think they're filming it right now, and it's going to go until early next year. Teen Titans Stage, yeah, that's coming probably mid-season patch. They put something on Twitter the other day about the Teen Titans Stage, teasing it, saying something about like the Teen Titans aren't here yet, but they said you can like hang out in their pad or something like that. Excuse me. And Garnet and Raven have lines towards 11. Yeah, so that's weird. That makes it seem like, why would they have lines if the only reason 11 was in the code was because they pitched it to Netflix? So I don't know, just speculating here, but maybe they did just pitch it to Netflix. Netflix said no, but they're still like in contact with Netflix. Netflix maybe was like, or maybe Netflix just didn't have enough content to make a full game. I don't know. And Warner Brothers was the one who said, "Yeah, let's make a full game with this." And Netflix was like, "Hey, we'll still let you use characters." I don't know. Yeah, it's that could make sense. That could be why the Warner Brothers characters have lines referring to 11. But yeah, I could also see them holding off on 11 until Stranger Things season 5, because especially with Stranger Things is so popular when the season comes out. It's like popular for like a month or two, and then like somehow it just drops off the face of the earth after that. It's so weird. It's happened, I feel like, every single season since the show came out. It does not have the like popularity in between the seasons. It's so weird. I don't think I've ever seen a show do that. Maybe because it's a mystery show, so like when you're watching it, it's really fun because you're like, what's actually happening? By the time you're done with the season, there's not much to discuss for the next season. There's few like hanging threads every season. It's usually just a mystery and then it ends. Yeah, it would be cool if Aku was the boss in the Samurai Jack rift, but think about this. If characters can be bosses for rifts that don't necessarily have to go with the character we just got, Aku could be a boss for some future random character's rift. So Aku is still, in the pool of potential boss characters. Could happen in the future. Pennywise next character, right? Yeah, there was that Pennywise thing. It was some like official stream or something, and behind someone there was like a Pennywise like Funko Pop or plushie or something. And then I think in between takes they like moved it, like they got rid of it. So I don't know. I don't know if that was just like, I mean, I have a bunch of stuff in my room. I mean, somebody was asking me about, I had this Pokemon Red thing that I got at a convention. It's really cool. It's like a Game Boy cart thing to hang up, and I put it in the background of my last video, and I think, what was it, Pokemon Rescue Team Red or something came to like GBA, and it was in my video about not leaking stuff anymore, and I was like, that's a total coincidence. Like, this is just a random thing I happened to just buy not that long ago, and it was just in the background of that video, and I'm gonna probably have it in the background of all my videos now. So yeah, that was not a hint. That was not a hint. That was just in there. But yeah, I think that the Pennywise thing, I have no idea. But we have Jason, so considering Jason, they could definitely branch out and get stuff like 11 from Netflix, or Pennywise if they wanted to, or whoever. What happened with Raven? Raven, I assume, is still coming, but probably a little bit later, since they said the Teen Titans Stage happening, but there's no Teen Titans characters yet. If I had to ballpark guess Raven, I'd probably guess she's early next year. I feel like she's in the group of characters that is coming to the game, but not probably the group of characters that's coming to the game in the next, let's say, handful of characters. But that's just my guess. Totally possible she comes like very early, like maybe she'll come in October or something like that, maybe in December. I'm guessing like next year, early half of next year. Feels like the right time for someone like Raven, because I feel like we're gonna get Wicked Witch, we're gonna probably get Aquaman. Who else is on the table? Powerpuff Girls. I feel like those, and Marceline. I feel like those four are probably gonna happen before the end of the year, and that's quite a bit. Right there, that's 4 characters by the end of the year. So I kind of feel like Raven might be a little later. Any update on Gandalf and the Lord of the Rings rights status? Gandalf has like data mine stuff that seems to be been added back into the code. Stuff that was like taken away is now added back in. Last I heard about it. So I'd say Gandalf is pretty likely to happen at some point. But I also feel like they're probably other characters are priority right now, and they're probably. Maybe they'll do get like so in December there's a Lord of the Rings movie, an animated movie, Rise of the Rohirrim or something like that. So that happens, and then is it like 2 years from now in like 2026? We're getting the Hunt for Gollum movie, which is shocking that we're getting a live action Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings movie again. I thought The Hobbit was it. I'm a huge fan, so very excited for that. But I could almost see them saving Gandalf all the way until then. Though I don't know how long his multiverse is going to exist for. Or not like, I think they probably will still exist a year or so from now. But just in case, I don't know. How much do you want to hold back for future events? But that's a possibility they could hold back for that movie, which would be like 2 years from now or whenever it comes out. Did I see the leaks for Steamboat Willie, Barbie, and Harry Potter stage? I did. Yeah, there's a Harry Potter Quidditch stage. There's a Barbie stage. Steamboat Willie, because he's has no like copyright anymore. His like trademark expired or whatever. There's also an Over the Garden Wall Steamboat stage. I think there's both. So yeah, there's a bunch of stages. There's a Courage stage, I'm pretty sure, Middle of Nowhere stage. There's a bunch. I have it all saved. I was gonna make a video on it, and I've just been so bogged down and busy, and then yeah, I don't know. I've been just kind of, I don't know, not too plugged in to my YouTube stuff lately. But I should jump back into it. Get that stuff maybe for the mid-season. Maybe when the mid-season thing happens, I'll do that. It's just what happens too is I get behind on material. Like I haven't covered stuff, and then I feel like I need to cover it, and it gets so much stuff it feels daunting. And then if I don't have a ton of time, if I'm busy, it just becomes harder and harder to put out videos if I fall behind. So, yeah. Yeah, that movie could get delayed too. Like how long does it take to make like a Lord of the Rings movie? Even if it's a one-off movie, like obviously The Hobbit was a trilogy and Lord of the Rings was a trilogy. Even if it's just a one-off movie, I still feel like those take probably longer than your average movie. They're big production value. Weta Workshop makes a lot of physical stuff for them. It's just it's a big event thing. And I didn't watch Rings of Power, just basically on protest. I just didn't watch Rings of Power. But I'll watch definitely a Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings movie again. And Hunt for Gollum, it's a cool like in between story. You can have Aragorn, Legolas, and Gandalf as like the main characters. I hope they get the actors back for it. I know obviously they're older now. Gandalf, is always going to look old. Orlando Bloom was in the Hobbit movies. He looked okay. I didn't like care for his character being such a major part of it, but I thought he looked fine in it. I'm sure they could probably still make him look fine. They have some de-aging stuff these days. And Viggo Mortensen, he definitely looks probably old if this is supposed to be a younger Strider. But the whole thing with Strider is that he's like 87 in Lord of the Rings and has that Numenorean gene. So if they could just make him look basically the same as he does in Lord of the Rings, like I don't think they need to necessarily make him look younger. That'd be fine. And then obviously Andy Serkis, he already is involved in it, so he'd be Gollum. Yeah, it's so weird that they're adding Steamboat Willie, but it falls perfectly in line with what I had always kind of heard with MultiVersus when I heard behind the scenes stuff. I always heard like they want third party stuff. They want big things. They want kind of meme things. They want stuff that's like shocking just to get eyes on the game. And like Steamboat Willie going public domain is totally something I can see Tony and the MultiVersus crew being like, yo, we could put that in MultiVersus now. Let's do it. I could totally see them getting excited to do that. So it makes sense. I think it's kind of weird because it's just like, I don't know. It's sort of like how some people want Goku in Super Smash Brothers. I am in the camp that very much so does not want Goku in Super Smash Brothers. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. I love Goku. I'd love Goku in other crossover games. Goku in MultiVersus, I'm fine with. It feels a little weird. When something kind of branches out too much, in my opinion. MultiVersus, I think, is weird enough that it can do that, though. But it is going to be kind of weird to have, like, Disney stuff, or once owned by Disney stuff, in the WB game. But maybe they're just kind of flexing on Disney for losing the property rights to it. I don't know. It's weird. But I can totally see that being... I totally get why they jumped on it. Like, it fits in line with what I heard with how they were, like, talking about wanting... what kind of stuff they wanted to get, and they thought would be neat. So yeah, the Hulk stuff. Yeah, Hulk stuff's weird because I think the Hulk stuff was still in the game in the last data mine. I find that very strange, just because, like, if you're gonna do a Marvel crossover, I feel like it's not the Hulk. I feel like you do Spider-Man or Wolverine, or these days maybe Iron Man because of MCU. Captain America. I feel like there's a bunch of characters if you're going to put in multiple Marvel characters, putting in like Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man, fine. But I feel like if you just put in one Marvel character and the only one you put in is the Hulk, that's really weird. It just feels very, very strange. I think the Hulk stuff is just from pitching it to like Disney or whatever back in the day. But why it's still in the code, why it's back in the code, I don't know. Maybe they're just messing with stuff and the files are in there. I mean, clearly they're not good at cleaning up their files. Clearly they're not good at hiding their files. So it might just be old files falling back in. Could be the same thing with Gandalf. I don't know. Though it does seem like Warner Brothers probably has more access to Lord of the Rings stuff these days than I think there was just a weird hiccup in the road right when MultiVersus Beta came out that stopped Gandalf from getting in because it just got bought by, was it Embracer Group, or someone bought it. But then I think Warner Brothers has now re-released DVDs. There's a Peter Jackson movie coming out. Like I think Warner Brothers is now back on Lord of the Rings stuff. So I don't know what was going on with preventing Gandalf exactly. Maybe they just said, maybe Warner Brothers just like, hey, don't put Gandalf in it because there's a rights negotiation stuff being dealt with right now. And while we probably can still do Gandalf, we don't want to cause a copyright issue, so just hold off on him for now. And maybe that's just delayed him. I don't know. Copyright stuff is weird and hard to know for certain. Yeah, unless you're going with Red Hulk. That would be so weird to promote Red Hulk for the Captain America movie in MultiVersus. It's like so specific if it's like, oh yeah, we got Marvel stuff. We have Red Hulk from that one movie that came out that one time. I don't know. Would they want to promote that movie? I don't think that movie's WB at all, right? It's probably Disney. So I don't know if they'd be that specific about it. Embracer Group bought the video game rights to Lord of the Rings specifically, from what I understand. Okay, all right, so that's probably what held it off then. But I still feel like they'll probably be able to negotiate something, even if they have to work with Embracer Group to get the character in MultiVersus for a video game or whatever. I don't know. It does seem like some stuff came back. Was it the tower in the background of Trophy's Edge? I think looks more like Barad-dûr. Actually, speaking of Barad-dûr, I went to a mall last weekend, and there was a Lego store at the mall, and they had the Barad-dûr Lego that just came out. It's gigantic. It's awesome. I want that thing. It's like $500 though, and if I'm gonna drop a lot of money on a Lego, it's gonna be the Zelda Lego that's coming out, which isn't $500. It's like $200 or $300 though. It's expensive. Oh yeah, but now Embracer kind of doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, didn't they lose a bunch of? Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. The last few years have been so weird for copyright ownership of video games and stuff like that, because so many companies got like bought up Like all these companies went on this huge buying craze, and now they're like selling them off or have disbanded or whatever. It's so weird. Yeah, very, very strange. I just remember back in the lead up to Smash Brothers Brawl, I was pretty well versed in like which companies own which video game characters, because that was a huge part of the discussion for characters for Smash, which ironically basically didn't matter for Brawl because all we got was Sonic and Snake, and we almost didn't get Sonic. So, but Snake was shown off like right away. So it was like, oh man, there's third-party characters. So it was all about that in the speculation cycle for Brawl, way back in like it was basically the original speculation cycle for Smash, because Melee happened so quick after 64, and the internet just wasn't necessarily big enough to speculate the way that with the Brawl dojo and website update every day and whatever. But yeah, I during that time I learned, like, I knew like who owns what character. I knew that really, really well. I like knew it by heart basically, because I talked about it so much and I was so interested in what characters could get in and blah blah blah. You know, that was when I first got into all this. And then that basically stayed mostly true. Like what characters were owned by what companies stayed mostly true for a long time. And then in the last like 5 to 10 years, it's been really weird with the ownership switching hands for so many things. I was talking about Lord of the Rings video game rights is a little different than Smash and video game characters, but that was also part of it though. All these companies have been bought up and stuff. It's weird. Ooh, did I hear that Dexter's voice actor is going to voice him in 2 games? I did not hear that. Oh yeah, I hope it's MultiVersus. Whether that means playable character or announcer voice. I mean, I would hope eventually it would be playable character. But yeah, that would be great. I did not hear that. No, I'll have to look into that. That's cool. All right. Okay. Well, there was the Beetlejuice gameplay trailer. Yeah, Xbox owns Crash Bandicoot. Exactly. It's so weird now. It's like, it's just bizarre. And then when I go like, oh, you know, what character do I want from Microsoft in Smash? It's like, oh, well, obviously Master Chief. It's like, well, wait a minute. Do you want Doom Guy? Do you want Crash Bandicoot? It's like, oh, right. Those are also Microsoft now. It's like, yeah, I want those too. But you know, before it just seemed more. Before it was more like there was an easy tier list for each company. You could pick a company and it's like, this is probably the character I want the most, and then like these like other 2 or 3 are like also would be cool to get in Smash. And now it's like, it's so wacky, it's weird. Lara Croft was owned by Square for a while there. I don't even know who owns her now. They sold it off. I forget. Somebody else owns her now. All right. Anyway, oh wait, somebody's asking, PapaGenos, have you seen the Half-Life 3 White Sands leaks? No, I haven't. Data miners have been saying that a non-VR game is in development with characters using... oh, cool. I did see stuff on that other Valve game, which name is eluding me. I know it's out there on the internet. I saw some stuff... Amazon owns Lara Croft now. Weird, so weird. Yeah, I know Valve's making some other game, like a team shooter game type thing. Not really a genre I'm super interested in, but the aesthetics of it look really cool. Look it up. I forget the name of it. But that I know a bunch of stuff is out there online and has been leaked or whatever. I've seen it. Yeah. But no, I haven't seen Half-Life 3 stuff. I mean, Half-Life 3 is just that, you know, pipe dream game that's never happening. Half-Life 3 would be great. I personally really want Left 4 Dead 3. Like, Left 4 Dead is probably my favorite Valve franchise, but I don't know when the heck that's going to happen. All right. Okay. Well, that was a cool Beetlejuice gameplay trailer. We'll get to play as him in like a week. Hopefully I'll get some kind of video out for you guys. I don't know when. Maybe I'll try to jump back into things for the mid-season patch. I know I kind of missed Season 2 stuff, making videos for that. And I do kind of still want to talk about, like we were talking about those data mine stages and stuff. I just don't know how big of a video it'll be if there's more data mine stuff for the mid-season pass. Maybe there won't be as much data mine stuff. Maybe we have a lot of the future content already seen, so I'll have stuff to talk about. Disney produced a Predator anime and never released it. Oh man, all this stuff getting made that isn't released. I'm okay. I'm not gonna get on that topic of you know, the Coyote versus Acme stuff and whatnot. Okay, cool Beetlejuice trailer. We'll get them in a week. Thanks for watching, guys. In a week, I mean the 20th, if you want a specific date, if you didn't hear that before. The 20th, get Beetlejuice in MultiVersus, and I'm assuming the mid-season patch as well. And I'll try to make some sort of video. I'll try to jump back on MultiVersus speculation videos for that. There's also, I know there's some talk about it goes by Brazil on Fama Boards, was talking about Nintendo Direct stuff, or I think an Indie Direct or something. I don't know. I was going to do something just talking about what's out there for that, and out there stuff for MultiVersus data mine stuff. Again, anything I talk about, it's going to be stuff that's already out there. Nothing new from me. But yeah, there's speculation stuff about Nintendo Directs. Obviously, we usually get Nintendo Directs in September, so that's when I was thinking that it happened. But I think the Brazil guy was saying it may have even been pushed up forward, or it might be an Indie Direct. I don't know. I got to look into it. So maybe I'll do a video on that, and then also mid-season patch MultiVersus video. I hate promising videos, though, because usually when I say I'm going to make a video, it's when it doesn't happen. But I'll try to get back on making stuff soon here. Okay, all right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Beetlejuice on the 20th. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.